harness the power of ZBrush's undos, and much more. Open your Morph Target tab and click Store MT to store the current state of your model into memory. Now sculpt and make changes to your model. After completing several strokes and various edits, select your Morph Target brush. Now brush over your model to restore it to the state stored into memory. Be sure to try editing your brush's focal shift as well as Z intensity to have an effect over your transition. You can click the switch button to jump between your current state and the state stored in memory. Click the delete MT button in order to store a new morph target. Store a morph target. Next, make a couple of strokes on your mesh. Now return to the Morph Target tab and click the Create Diff Mesh button. You won't notice anything at first, but a new Z tool containing all edits made after storing your morph target has been generated. Click Append and select the Z tool labeled Morph Diff to add to your subtools. This is a great feature. The ability to turn your strokes and other edits into fast geometry is very useful. Try out all sorts of surface edits you like to split off. You can even carve into your mesh after storing the morph target and use Create Diff to generate a negative mask representing a stroke. After appending, you can then use this as a Boolean mesh if interested. In this example, we stored a morph target already, and I'm going to make a stroke at the top of this chest piece and one at the bottom. And the reason being, I want to use the interpolate feature set to 1 to put a stroke in the middle. Now with that being done, I'm going to use the Create Diff Mesh button, then undo those last strokes. Click Append and add those strokes to our subtools. The History Recall brush works much like the Morph Target. The big difference is that the History Recall brush allows you to pick when in your previous history to store into memory. Simply Control-click a previous history state to store into memory. Now move forward, returning to your current state, and use the History Recall brush. This brush is perfect for realizing a mistake on your model, only having done too much work to undo it all. In this demo, we're going to continue to add some preliminary details to this chest piece here. Just performed a bit of interpolate there to add that repeating shape there. And now I'm just using the damn standard brush along with the shift key to create some straight edges. Alright, and now that those are set, I'm just using adjust to pump up that volume. Now I'm going all the way back and storing a history state, and back forward I'm going to grab my History Recall brush, and keep it in mind this only works on one side of your mesh, so you have to deactivate symmetry. I suggest working on the stage right side of your model. It'll make it easy to mirror and weld using the X-axis. That pretty much sums up the Morph Target as well as History Recall brushes. One requires a bit of planning while the other one can be used freely. Join me in the next clip where we will discuss mesh brushes.